Hey everybody, it's Michael Waddell with another edition of Outdoor Bites. John and Gina Brunson, once again, good friends. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's been a
Gina's
long
still
time.
We go way
get
back.
more beautiful than ever. Holy cow.
Okay, so hey, whatever
Getting old.
sells. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
exactly, exactly.
They don't want to look at me.
Exactly. If you want to see me hunt, but if you get bored of that, just pan over.
Half the time we're
Gina.
taking pictures with people. I'm like, I know you want me to just get out of the way, right?
Exactly. Hey, John and Gina, can I get a picture with Gina?
right, exactly.
Holy cow, man. Well, what's been going on?
A lot, man. Jeez,
yeah.
addicted, spear life, obviously, and the kids and just it's
Grown young adults.
young adults now.
They're not kids.
Yeah, for real.
I guess the biggest thing for us in the past year is that our youngest officially co-hosting the show now.
Yeah.
So they're in the
Very
open. We're genuinely starting to pass the spotlight, and really trying to focus on that next generation theme. With the kids, which we've always taken a lot of kids, introduced them to the outdoors, but now it's even more of a focus. So it's pretty much our kids co-hosting, and then we're taking a lot of kids hunting that have never been before, introducing them. We're doing deals where we can pick up a parent and a child that are interested. Maybe it's a single mom and a son or something that want to hunt, don't know how. We foot the bill. We'll take them and their parent.
Wow.
Take care of everything. I film for them, make sure they have an awesome hunt, and just give them an experience of a lifetime, just trying to introduce them to the outdoors. So it's really been, our focus really shifted towards the kids, the next generation, and introducing kids and families to the outdoors.
And we know we got to, because if not, we're going to lose our
That's true.
sport.
Yeah, we're getting old, man.
I know.
We need them young bucks to roll in there.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
It's amazing, talking with everybody, in this Outdoor Bites. It's amazing how all of us as hunters, it's almost like just this industry, you want to give back. It's funny, we've known each other a long time, since the early 2000s, and talking about our kids, they were kids.
They were babies.
And now
babies.
They're
in their
some
20s.
are in college, out of college,
Right.
and like I said, hosting shows.
Yeah.
My son Mason is actually, he's running about now, working in the hunting industry, and so it's amazing. But I find that common thread. It seems like the more that we've had a chance to do, the more we want to share and give back. And I definitely see it in what y'all doing.
Well, I think we get older, we get smarter, we get a little more mature, we get more experience, and we start understanding. I think all of our priorities shift a little bit on what we think is important in life.
Yeah.
I always tell people, I was a completely different dad at 21 than I was at 40 or 50.
100%.
So
Absolutely.
it's your mentality changes on what your priorities are, and what was really important to you when you were 30, is maybe not real important to you right now. You start learning, because like I said, we're not spring chickens anymore.
No, absolutely. It's amazing, and I think that's the relationships that we've all formed. In one way, people might say, hey, well, are these competitors? Obviously, we all have productions. We're all trying to do our best to do something creative and fun. But at the end of the day, the answer is absolutely not. We're trying to make a living. But, even when I think about y'all, addicted to the outdoors. I remember when that show first came out, I remember laughing and thinking, well, this is very true for John Brunson, because he is addicted. Because a lot of people don't realize, you're an entrepreneur. Your start and really survival, so to speak, from selling cars to managing big dealerships and stuff like that. And you kind of gave that up because it seems like your passion was, I'm addicted to hunting. So if I'm going to do this, I got to figure out a way to make a living at it, right?
Well, I've always been a believer. Thankfully for me, I don't know if I was born that way or instilled in me when I was young. I've just always truly, truly believed that anyone can do anything they want. And they say, well, how do you do it? I say, you just get up and do it. You work.
Right.
And that was what my passion was. And I had success in business earlier, but that wasn't where my heart was. This is what I wanted to do. And it just came to a point
You
where
told your mom that at a very young age.
Well, I told my parents when I was 15, I was going to hunt for a living by the time I was 35. I did it at 32.
Yeah.
And it was nice too when Gina came along, because when we first launched almost 20 years ago, the twins were just born. It's funny that now the twins are co-hosting and they're 20 years old, and they were babies when we launched. Yeah. So it's like there's at least one episode every season of Addicted where the kids are in the show. So we can show a progression from them being 2 years old running around camp to now 20 years old co-hosting the show. So it's definitely you know, it's definitely a passion. And then it evolved from there because I didn't know how much Gina was going to be involved. And then she, you know, took right to it. She's already hunting and fishing with me, but it's like I didn't know how much she wanted to really be a part of it. And then it's, you know, my dream kind of quickly evolved into our dream, you know, and then hence John and Gina, you know.
Well, no doubt. And I remember early on, I mean, when we would go places, the first people I'd want to find was you and Gina, because I knew we could go have a good time. Yeah. And even those days,
we we
did. I mean, we definitely got our foot caught in the fun wheel a few times, but it is amazing because I, you know, always knew like, hey man, those guys are gonna be fun to hang out with. And we just had some amazing times at different shows and hanging out, some hunting camps. And it's funny, this past year, John and I spent a lot of time, we was talking, catching up on business and catching up on the family. And so obviously my new favorite show that I love watching, especially my little boy, Waylon, is Spear Life. And so we were talking and I said, man, Waylon's been watching, you know, some Spear Life. He's just intrigued with the ocean. Yeah. And of course we go down to the Gulf and vacation a little bit, but of course y'all grew up in Florida. So I mean, hand in hand, hunting and then fishing. But then, okay, we're going to hunt. While we fish.
Yeah.
And so anyway, you ended up, you said, hey, did you see the episode where we found all the megalodon teeth? And I think y'all were spearfishing, and y'all kind of, by happenstance, started finding all these.
Yeah, we found this spot. It was 60 miles offshore and 110 feet of water. We found this spot.
By far one of the most intriguing shows that I saw. And I've watched it probably 10 times. It's like when I put Waylon to bed, like, Dad, can we watch Mr. John on that, on the megalodon tooth? And so John ended up sending one of those megalodon tooths, and it is just amazing. And so by far, out of anybody I've talked to, John, your husband, is Waylon's favorite outdoor personality. He tells everybody.
Awesome.
He takes that tooth to school.
Well, it's crazy to think how old they are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool to have something like that, to know that it came from a real dinosaur.
Yeah.
And it sat on the bottom of the ocean for between 3 million and 20 million years.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. So let's say it's been down there 10 million years. We're 60 miles offshore in the middle of the ocean, 110 feet of water, and we find these.
Right, that's crazy.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very interesting.
It's just, and the thing is like, you know, he's like me. You know, we were him and we were kids, right? So it's like when you start talking about him watching the show, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna blow his mind. Like I knew, because if I was him when I was that age, I'd have lost,
dinosaurs,
the old dinosaur tooth, big megalodon tooth. So I'm glad he enjoyed it.
I'm glad that he had a chance to see that tooth. And well, it was so good to chat with y'all, man. Obviously, always been a fan of y'all, and more than even just your productions. And it's good to all these years look back on all these fun times, crazy times, and it's been an adventure, man. And I know we got a lot more years in us. Hopefully, good
Well,
luck.
it's like you said about being competitors. We're in a very unique business, because any other business we would be competitors, and that would take front seat.
Yeah.
And with us, we're competitors second, but we're friends first.
Right.
That's
and
right.
It's amazing how many, other production companies that my two biggest competitors are Mark and Mark, but they're two my great friends, and we work together and help each other. And so it's one of the unique things about what we do, and then building relationships like we have over the years. And, I know it's been kind of cool for you to watch like how we've evolved, and it's been awesome, for me to watch how you've evolved, as a TV personality. You didn't have to worry about that. You're the man, but to watch to watch you evolve on the business side and how you're doing things, it's been really, really cool to see.
Yeah,
well, thank you,
it
man.
has been.
I think life in general, man, we're all survivors. We've seen a lot of good. We've seen a lot of crazy stuff, and I don't know. So, but it's been really cool to sit here and chat with you guys, man.
We're still
all
here.
My best, and give all the family my best.
Will.
I can't wait to see all them knuckleheads. You tell them I'm still giving them a big old hug. They're too big for a hug now.
Right,
We're still giving them
right.
one.
Oh yeah.
They're huggers.
Yeah, we're a hugging family. So
Yeah, we're a hugging family.
They know the drill.
Yeah.
John and Gina Brunson. Y'all check them out. We certainly hope you enjoyed Outdoor Bites with me, Michael Waddell. Thank y'all for watching.